under the framework of G20 presidency, Department of Youth Affairs, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India has been organizing an array of events since India assumed the G20 presidency on 1st of December 2022. The theme for G20 presidency of India is One Earth, One Family, One Future. I would like to share with you, yeah, please. Department of Youth Affairs, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India proudly organized Y20 curtain raiser in New Delhi, inception meeting of Y20 in Guwahati, Assam, Youth 20 pre-summit at Leh, Ladakh, and Y20 consultations at various universities across the country, and nearly 50 brainstorming sessions by CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industry, and RIS, that is Research and Information System for Developing Countries. And now we have gathered here in Varanasi for Y20 Summit, starting from today, that is 17th of August 2023 till 20th of August 2023. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have sessions and presentations. So without further ado, let me invite Apurvaji and Vinodji from Indian Institute of Technology, Banaras Hindu University, to take over for the proceedings.
Greetings, esteemed delegates and honored guests.
Vibrant faces. Now I think this is how a global community looks like.
On behalf of Indian Institute of Technology, BHU Varanasi, it is with immense pride and privilege that I extend a warm welcome to each one of you present here at this momentous gathering of Y20 Summit. I am Apurva Kashish.
And I am Vinod Ajmera. We both are sophomores at IIT BHU Varanasi. As we stand here today, united by the pursuit of progress and global cooperation, I am reminded of the immense potential that lies within the exchange of ideas, the power of collaboration, and the impact of collective action.
Now, I would like to call on the stage Dean of Research and Development Wing, IIT BHU, Professor Vikas Kumar Dubey, to give and inaugurate the ceremony.
Welcome, Professor.
Yeah, delegates from G20 countries, officers from Y20 Secretariat, officers from Ministry of Youth Affairs, my colleagues from IIT BHU, press and media, it's my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all once again on behalf of Indian Institute of Technology and also on my personal behalf. It was our pleasure to host you all at IIT BHU campus today. I hope you had very pleasant visit to various facilities of IIT BHU. As already said, Varanasi is holy city. It's one of the most spiritual city of Hindus. It's not only for Hinduism. If today evening you will be visiting Sarnath, and which is very famous for Buddhist also, at city of Varanasi, we welcome all religion and all culture. As you all know, IIT BHU is 100 years old institution. It started as Banaras Engineering College 100 years back by great visionary Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji, who could see the importance of science and technology 100 years back, and he started engineering college within BHU campus. And after various stages of growth and development, we became Institute of Technology, and subsequently in 2012, we became Indian Institute of Technology, Varanasi. And we all are very proud of IIT system. Those who are coming from other countries, G20 countries, Most of you must be knowing IIT system of India. It's one of the most prestigious educational system in India, and we all are proud of it. After becoming IIT in 2012, we have improved our infrastructure, we have improved the facilities for research and teaching, and we are very proud to say that we have one of the best facilities in various areas. Our research and development infrastructure has improved. Currently, we are running large number of sponsored projects, which is ongoing. We have close to 450 ongoing sponsored research projects. We are not only participating in a sponsored research project, but we are also involved in large number of industrial consultancy. We have close to 800 industrial consultancy going on in campus. In brief, we are very active in nation building through innovation and research and development. Our publication and research outcome has larger impact in the growth of the country. I'm also very proud to say we have started several new center of excellence in the campus. Recently, we are working very closely with DRDO, Defense Organization of India, and we have started Center for Excellence in Defense Research. We already have Regional Academic Center of ISRO. We are working very closely with UP Defense Corridor. We are also working with Ministry of Heavy Industries, and we have a center started very recently, inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister. Foundation stone was laid by Honorable Prime Minister, and we have a machine tool design center for excellence. So IIT BHU is very active in various R&D activities. Our academic curriculum is one of the best, well recognized across the globe. We produced one of the best engineers across the globe. With this very brief introduction about the institute, some of the facilities you have already seen in the morning, you had chance to see the campus. I welcome you once again. I would also mention that IIT BHU is very happy, very proud, very privileged to be part of this Y20 G20 Summit. I welcome once again you all, and I hope that you will have very pleasant stay in Varanasi. You will have time to see around and feel the culture of Varanasi. It's one of the most vibrant culture, and I hope that you will enjoy the stay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Dubey. Now I call upon Professor S.K. Singh, having a presentation regarding the ongoing research activities in IIT BHU.
Okay, so a very good afternoon to all, and thank you to G20 for giving us an opportunity to display what things are happening in our institute in the research domain. So I'll just start with the thrust research areas, which right now we are focusing in our institute. That is, we are covering the domain of healthcare, energy, cyber physical systems, defense, and manufacturing. Apart from these thrust areas, we have many more research groups who are contributing to other related areas. They may not be directly part of this one, but indirectly they are part of it. So I'll just start one by one, each of the domain. And because of the time constraint, I'll just go through these slides a bit quickly. Hope it should be okay. So starting with the energy, on to this side, in this domain, we are targeting various research problems. We are covering the issues related with the storage. And right now, the energy storage, including the batteries and the capacitors, fuel cells, solar cells, and hydrogen-based storage, these things are much in demand. And many research groups in our institute are working with various types of, let's say, hydrogen storage research problems like metal hydrides. Then we are working on solid oxide fuel cells. Few groups are working on some kind of indigenous thin film solar cells. And apart from that, the electrodes, which are very important component of these batteries. So few groups are also working and trying to come up with their own solutions. One very interesting problem that few researchers in the chemical engineering department have actually handled is kind of coming up with a membrane which is a reformer for hydrogen generation. And it is expected to enhance the capability of this conversion up to around 99% of purity of hydrogen. So that is one very interesting work. And in this work, primarily we have the whole of the setup has been developed in our institute. And this is capable of handling around 1 to 5 kilowatt of the capacity. And the beauty of this particular model is it can be installed on-site. So if you are looking for on-site hydrogen production, then this can be a very attractive solution. Then we are also working with some renewable integration, which is where we are trying to bring down the power electronic solutions, the drive solutions together. We are working with some AC to AC matrix converter, that is a power electronic solution. We are working with some high gain hybrid converter. This hybrid term was actually being evolved, I think, in India first. And this is a type of converter that is able to deliver both AC and DC output simultaneously. And another research group, they are working on some virtual synchronous generator. Right now, number of renewable sources are being integrated into the grid, and their inertia is considered to be very low. So just to enhance the capability or the strength of the grid, we can have some kind of a controller that can enhance the inertia of the grid. Then we are also working with some machines area, and we have proposed some novel kind of machines in our electrical engineering department. So this is a dual stator 5-phase PMSG that may be considered as an attractive solution for wind power application. Unlike the existing solution, we can have a dual stator delivering different sets of load. Then we are also working with some fault-tolerant machines in our group. That's a kind of a 6-phase machine in which any fault happening may be handled much earlier. So we are looking for both dual output inverters as well as some kind of multi-phase machines in this type of work. Then onto the charging side, where the electric vehicles are right now being considered as a very aggressive solution for the market. So we are working in the area of IoT-based smart grids. We are working with some battery management systems, and we are also developing some solar PV integrated onboard and offboard charging infrastructure. So all these things are happening in our institute. At the same time, we are trying to mix the various sort of energy sources because we have different forms of energy. You can have solar energy, you can have wind energy. We have different forms of energy. How to integrate those energy sources and use them for charging the vehicle instead of unnecessarily loading the existing grid. So that is the main theme of this work. Apart from that, we are working with some power electronic converters as well. So this is one reconfigurable power processor for electric vehicle that has been proposed recently by our institute. And apart from that, we are working with some silicon carbide converters also, which are considered to be an attractive solution in coming years. Then there is a very recent problem which we have started in our institute where we are trying to replace the existing wind turbines with some kind of micro wind generators where you can place a number of micro wind turbines directly in the shape of a tree, and then simultaneously you can control each one of them to maintain the voltage and the current levels. Onto the energy domain. In the same domain, we are also working in energy saving aspect because you may have seen the transport or the traffic situations in our country. So we are trying to improve it, and for that we are taking the things towards self-driven vehicles, automated vehicles, and connected vehicles. So the main idea is how we can save energy or reduce the carbon emission issues, which are very serious at the moment in most of the cities. So yeah, so in the road transport and highways, we are also trying to work on some adaptive traffic light controllers, where by using the IoTs and some mobile networks, we can automatically control the traffic lights depending upon the congestion onto the road. So these are a few of the things onto the energy side. So onto the defense domain, we are working with a number of different type of sensors, which are meant for sensing the gas, including ammonia, SOx, and NOx. So research groups are trying to come up with their own novel solutions in this area. Then we are also working with some drone technology in our institute, and for that we have tried to actually combine the digital imaging process as well as the existing drone technology together, such that by making use of the AI and the ML, we can be able to create the kind of a GIS mapping of that particular area. So this is quite useful for the defense application where we cannot go or send our people, we can just make use of the drones over there. Thermoelectric materials, few research groups who are working in this materials area, they are trying to promote this idea where the soldiers who are being placed in very difficult situations like Siachen or very hilly areas, we can make use of this kind of concept, and we can just create some kind of self-charging inside the body of the soldiers such that they can generate electricity by the movement of their muscles or the soldiers. So that thing we are working in this particular problem. Then there are different energy harvesting techniques which we are adopting. One is magneto-calorific materials. We are also working with some thermomagnetic oscillators which may be used for harvesting the waste amount of heat. We are working with some kind of detectors, some TMD based, which is basically a transition metal dichalcogenides. That is a type of photo detector. It is just becoming more and more popular. Its polarization or the orientation can be both in the vertical form as well as in the horizontal way. So depending upon these orientation, its response is going to be different. For optical fiber communication also, the School of Material Science people, they are working with some kind of photo detectors that may be useful, and for that they are trying to play around with different combination of materials. This is another work from the same department. They are trying to come up with some magnet assemblies that may be useful for defense application. We cannot go in detail. Basically, the idea is just to give you a kind of glide what things are happening in our institute. Then we are also working on some information photonics, some indigenous these microscopes have been created which can help us in identifying kind of cancerous cell in the human body. So that thing we are working in the Department of Physics in our institute. Then in the Department of Electronics, we are trying to explore some meta-surface-based applications where this is quite useful for the antenna design. So these meta-surface may be applied for designing the antennas for the defense application. And one very upcoming vertical that is coming in our institute is the DRDO Center of Excellence. And under that center, we are trying to come up with one vertical that's known as microwave, high-power microwave devices. So microwave is considered to be very useful. Recently, whatever things are happening across the world, we can see the drone technology is becoming a big kind of challenge. Using the microwaves, how the drones can be deactivated and the electronic circuits can be just damaged or maybe reduce or we can somehow try to reduce the strength that's possible using this kind of technology. So our Department of Electronics is working in this area. Then a few researchers in the Department of Computer Science, they are working on cyber physical systems where AI-based approach have been used for stroke patients. And the idea is how we can take the medical data from the patients and by training the data set, we can just make use for diagnosing the problem at a much earlier stage. So that thing is possible using this kind of problem. Then we are also looking into the data-driven, some kind of a staircase climbing wheelchairs, which control systems group in our institute is actively looking into. We are also looking into the kind of some local network solutions, particularly in the Siachen, where you cannot put the mobile towers or the communication network, how the soldiers are going to communicate within their network, that is possible using some kind of long-range networks. So these are a few of the things, and we are also looking into IoT that is meant for medical applications. So we can have IoT that is communicating the data directly into some cloud servers, and accordingly, the patient can get the information where actually the problem is coming from. So the diagnostic thing is getting much faster nowadays. Then a very interesting problem which we are working in this group, with this group, is cyber security. So cyber attack, which you might have heard a number of times happening at different locations across the globe, our computer scientists, they are actively looking into the solution for this kind of problem that may be based on AI, that may be based on some other approaches. So they are looking into these kind of solutions. So this I have already pointed out that using the drone technology, we can have the geoinformatics mapping of the areas, so that is possible. And then we can also include the AI technology into it to get a better solution. Onto the healthcare side, I may not be a very good person to describe on this domain, but certainly there is a lot of things that is happening in the healthcare because in our institute we have got 3 dedicated departments: the biochemical department, the biomedical department, and the pharmaceutical engineering department. So these 3 departments, they are jointly contributing in the research area of the healthcare. So for developing the vaccines for different medicines, they are coming up with different techniques. They are doing all sort of simulations, experiments, that all the biological, these ethics, all those things are being followed in the labs, and they are coming up with different kind of solutions. So primarily they are focusing on the solutions, both from the drug delivery point of view, as well as from the diagnostic and the detection point of view. So multimode PSA sensors, again, they are making use for detecting the prostate cancer problem, and then they are working into the neuroimaging areas, brain-related problems, how to create the mapping of different sections of the brain, and then to identify the issues within human body. Healthcare and family welfare is a very kind of innovative concept where they are trying to bring down the data sets of various problems together, and by making use of the AI, the prediction of the problems may be done at a much earlier stage. So onto the brain, particularly the burn injury and let's say some Alzheimer kind of disease where the brain starts functioning in a different way. So they are coming up with some therapeutics, novel techniques. Sometimes they are inspired by natural phenomena, and through that way they are trying to diagnose these kind of problems. So these are few of the things which we are doing. We cannot elaborate all of them. Carbon dots or these neurostimulation techniques, they are meant for sorting out or reducing the problems that is happening in the human brain. Particularly this neurostimulation therapy, this is quite useful for issues when there are some issues, let's say some section of the brain gets deactivated, or there is some chances of cerebral palsy that happens in few of the kids. So it can be done by stimulating few of the sections of our human brain. So these things are there. Then microfluids, DNA biodots, all these things are there for contributing to the healthcare. This self-charging pacemaker is an interesting concept in which instead of placing a battery inside the pacemaker, how the thermoelectric solution can avoid because then you don't need to replace the batteries. By using the thermoelectric effects, you can just charge the batteries as and when required and store it for a longer duration. So these are some of the key elements related with physiosensors, with bioengineering people are contributing. But basically the idea is that we are trying to come up with interdisciplinary approach of combining various computational techniques and combining it with the digital imaging techniques in this one. So by using the blood samples, you can diagnose different kind of problem, so that they are also looking into. Tissue engineering, this is where this is becoming more and more interesting nowadays, because some section of the muscles or in our body, human body, and particularly after Corona, you may have encountered, people are encountering that kind of problem after COVID-19, that some section of the muscles are getting deactivated or they are getting weakened. So this is a tissue engineered implants can be an attractive solution, and we are also looking into some natural polymers which can help in creating those nanofibers for creating, for actually, I should not say producing, but at least artificially you can have the muscles. So that possibility is there. Manufacturing is one very interesting area where right now our institute has focused a lot, and you might have visited the Precision Engineering Hub, the PEH in our institute. So that is actually looking into all the manufacturing aspects. So manufacturing area, we are looking into the metal alloy solutions where the mechanical strength of these steel or the other metals can be increased by additive manufacturing. So basically there are powders of various, let's say, microns of scale, and then they are going to be printed by making use of the 3D printers which you have seen in the labs to create different sort of solutions. And this is quite useful for the defense and the aerospace, particularly the ISRO and the other space agencies. They are finding it very interesting. So we have different work. So these are few of the samples that has been created in our institute lab. So you can see titanium samples, iron samples, these kind of structures can not be created, or you cannot create the die of that kind of structure. So basically what we are doing, we are creating the die for this kind of solution, and that can help in creating a number of samples by making use of titanium or the iron as such. On the same line, we are also working with some processes, and based on that, Institute has got some patents. The idea is that how we can reduce the cost of the 3D printing that is very expensive at the moment. So how we can generate our own powders, metal powders in the lab, or how can we go ahead with different kind of 3D printing solutions. So these are few of the processes that research groups have proposed, and this may be further taken to a level where let's say a human skeleton, some section of the bone is coming out, and by making use of, because of accidents, you don't know which section of the bone is getting damaged. So you can create that special structure by making use of the additive manufacturing. So yeah, we are also using this additive manufacturing approach for missile components, and at the moment we are looking into some FEM analysis, and we are trying to design specific components, missile components for our defense applications. Then this may, some more mechanical areas are there, so I'll just quickly go through it. And primarily we are looking into the alloys. Alloys are basically quite useful when we look into, let's say if you are sitting in an aeroplane, you can see each one of those interfaces, how critical are they, and if they are not critically handled, then it's a severe problem. So all those interfaces, we are trying to make it more, or we are trying to increase the strength of those interfaces, and for that, the Department of Metallurgy in our institute and the Department of Mechanical Engineering, they are contributing a lot. So these are few of the approaches they are using. They are doing the experiments as well as their numerical investigation, and yeah, so these are all few things which I was just trying to showcase. This is a very interesting approach where you can unify various physics-based models together for actually designing and analyzing the strength of the material under different conditions. So that approach we are doing in our institute. So this is actually I think the last slide. So this is where we are also trying to come up with some electrodes where we can create that kind of electrode by making use of these 3D printers. So these are few of the things which I thought to just show you in front so that you can just discuss it among your community at your place. Since you are from different countries, we would like to have more number of international scholars in our institute. So we are looking forward for you to join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor S.K. Singh, for your informative presentation. Now I would like to call Professor Surya Dev Yadav to share insights about our placement activities.
Namaste everyone, I'm so happy to see you all here, and I'm going to talk quickly about our placement activities, what we are doing. Okay, so we have a team of coordination committee. You can see that 3 professors, and we are directly reporting to our director, sir. And what we do, that is most important to know that in the placement activities, what we are doing. What we do is we look after the internship and placement activities of our students. So you know, most of you are going to the college, and some of you will be looking for a job. So we are the responsible in the campus that will look after the jobs. So we invite the companies Then they will fill the job application form or internship application form. We'll make a short list, we arrange the interviews, and finally the offer will be given to the candidates or the students. So this is the numbers after all this whole process, what we get. You can see that we have been always increasing trend in numbers of offers as well as number of companies who are visiting the campus. As the student strength is also increasing, so it's very important that we invite more organization over the period of time in the future. And you can see that the average package of our, in general, the average package of the students has been also increasing over the period of time. So in 2021, it was 21.5 LPA. And in 2023, you can see it has been increased up to 22.4 LPA. So we are doing good in that regard also. This year, we have been able to grab almost 1,300 offers, which is quite good for our campus, and most of the students are happy they are getting a job, or either they are getting going for the internship, or further for the higher studies. This number reflects, you can see that our students are getting a lot of offers to go for the higher studies or internship, and through the DART-wise fellowship, 26 candidates has been visiting Europe, and similarly there are some other fellowship, those numbers can be seen on the right-hand side of the screen. So we have been doing good in terms of global research internship, and these are our recruiters, so Goldman Sachs, Uber, Graviton. We have also Indians, PSUs like Indian Oil. We have companies like Cipla from the medical field. And combining all these things, we have been placed in our IRF ranking. Our rank was number 3 in overall placement, right? What kind of initiative we are taking for the campus to ensure that everyone gets a job? We invite the companies, they will give talk, seminars or workshop. They will train our students, and that enhance our number of offers for the campus. So there are some examples that we have organized product management training or data roles training. We have also organized software skills training, as well as kind of leadership excellence programs. So that enhance or that helps our students to build these kind of or grab these kind of qualities in them so that they can get the do best out of that. Post-corona, what we realized that there is a gap between what industry is expecting and what our students know. So to fill that gap, we organized a career development program. So what we did, we invited a lot of companies and we asked them, please come to the campus and tell our students what you need, and accordingly students can prepare, students can do the preparation for as per their choice of the profile, and they can go ahead with the placement activities. So we organized a lot of activities related to AI, ML, SD or data analytics. And our main focus was also quant analysis, because company or recruiters like Graviton and all, they are looking for the students who have the coding capability as well as sound knowledge of mathematics. Our campus is already known for the very strong coding cultures, and we are trying to promote also quantitative profile jobs also in the campus, and we are trying to train our student in that regard. So CDP was the one of the career development program was one of the such initiative that will help us to widen our approach and deliverables. So I will skip one of the slide. Here is our ranking overall. You can see that in NIRF, placement and higher study, we were able to make rank 3. And in terms of graduation outcome, we were able to grab a position number 6. And for the first time, we have got the QS university ranking, that is 571. Earlier, we were in some range. So this is, you see, this placement activity is not basically the job of the professors. It is a huge team behind those activities, and those are our students. They do work 24/7 in the offices, and we are, of course, interacting and guiding them. These are some of our very famous alumni. You can see that Nikesh Arora, Dr. Kota Harinarayan, and many more you can see on the screen. Similarly, few more, you can see that Professor Pulikal Ajayan, he is also a very, very famous person in nanoscience. You can see that he is also our alumni. We have a placement team that includes a couple of persons here. We have office staff, we have a core student staff, and we are continuously in a synergy working and trying to bring more companies, go ahead with the process and increase our placement activities. As I said that we as the professors or the staff, we have the very minimal role. These are my real champs, these are my real energy behind those things, whatever we have achieved. So I would like to thank my whole team, student team who are working for us and giving us, because of them I am speaking here. So with that, I would say thank you so much. We are looking ahead to collaborate, work, invite you to India. It would be great if you are in our campus, and by some means we can work together so that one earth, one family, and one future we can protect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Yadav. You inspire us all. Our college is also empowering the students in aspect by introducing startup ideas and plans. Now I welcome Professor R.K. Singh from Electrical Department to give a talk on incubation and startups.
Distinguished delegates from all across the world, fellow countrymen, namaste. Majority of the things have already been covered by Professor Vikas Dubey, our Dean R&D, and Professor S.K. Singh, our Associate Dean R&D. So in our institution, we have got one unit that is running that is known as IDAPT Hub Foundation, IIT BHU Varanasi. And the basis of this IDAPT Hub Foundation, basically Government of India has recently started one national mission on interdisciplinary cyber-physical system. And Government of India has identified 25 institutions to develop technology innovation hub. And we have been bestowed to develop technology innovation hub on interdisciplinary cyber-physical, interdisciplinary data analytics and predictive technology. And in order to execute the entire mandate of Government of India, we have established this non-profit making company known as IDAPT Hub Foundation in our institution. As I said that many of the things have already been covered, but just to give you a quick overview of what basically we are doing as a part of the different activities of IDAPT Hub Foundation. So essentially we have got 5 domain areas running to execute the different activities of IDAPT Hub Foundation, namely power, telecommunication, health and family welfare, road transport and highways, and defense. And the whole purpose of all these different thrust areas that we have identified in order to execute the various activities of IDAPT Hub Foundation is to support Industry 4.0 and to support the societal need in Indian context. And as a part of that, we have already sanctioned some of the technology development projects. I will quickly name through all those things. So these are the list of the projects that have been sanctioned to carry out the different activities under the IDAPT Hub Foundation in phase 1. Some of the things have, as I said that, we in our campus basically are building a smart grid ecosystem that will be incorporating the Internet of Things and data analytics and predictive technology into it. And that demonstrable prototype is already functional at the library building of our institute. This project is also almost at TRL, advanced TRL level. Now it is at the TRL level 5, and proof of concept has already been done in the laboratory environment and is ready to be commercialized. The PI of this project is in touch with the different companies to take it forward. Now, this is the technology that actually is being taken up under the telecommunication thrust area, where different pollution monitoring is basically are being controlled. A lot of work is going on towards the how we can make or increase the renewable penetration for alternative transportation like boat and all. So, and similarly, some of the works related to how you can use the machine learning and other concept in order to improve the healthcare ecosystem of the country. So in phase 2, basically, we have sanctioned these 5 projects. One project that I would like to highlight here is the Team Averera project. This project essentially is being run by our students, and I would like to take this opportunity to inform you all that our students have been continuously winning prizes at international forum as an outcome of this Team Averera project. So I would like to take this opportunity and expect that you please clap for them, for our students. So, and this year also our students have won the prize globally. Now, this is another project. In fact, I'll prefer to skip all those things just to give you some of the incubation activities that are currently underway as a part of the various activities of IDA-PT Hub Foundation. So we are promoting incubation ecosystem at IIT BHU under this IDA-PT Hub Foundation. And as far as the present scenario is concerned, we have already incubated these 4 companies: Brain Tonica, Sky Protect, Texture AI, and this last one, NARL. So, I mean, even now we are inviting the proposals for startup ecosystem. So if any one of you has got any interest all across the world, you can actually apply to the IDA-PT Hub Foundation. We have got a very regular review mechanism in place, and very regularly we are reviewing the proposals that are coming to us, and we will be open for funding for a very good concept that can be actually taken up as a startup. Now, these are some of the things that these startups are doing. I'll prefer to skip all those things in the interest of the time. And some of the other activities, so we have also organized some national level event. One event we had organized is IDA-PT Hub Pitch Challenge. In this, we had actually this invited applications from all across the country. And national level competition was basically conducted. We basically gave prizes for this: 2 winners, 3 first runners, and 5 second runners have been basically given prizes for that. Apart from that, we had already also organized health hackathon. That was also a national level health competition, and a lot of interest basically was shown by different researchers and someone who are working in the health sector. We have also organized under the aegis of this IDA-PT Hub Foundation this E-Summit 2022. So almost 70 applications were received, and it was a huge success in the campus under this IDA-PT Hub Foundation. We had organized Udan 1.0. It's kind of a recurring event that we have identified to be done under the IDA-PT Hub Foundation. So this Dawn Challenge event was organized on 29th and 30th March 2023. It was also a huge success. Many participants from all across the country, they have participated into that. International collaboration is also one of the important activity of this IDA-PT Hub Foundation. And I can see a lot of international actually delegates are sitting just before me. So I'll take this opportunity to kind of give a message that, if you have got any good idea, any academic, you have any concept with which we can academically collaborate with each other for the technology development or for any other research development, we are open for that under this IDA-PT Hub Foundation. And we have already signed some of the MOUs nationally and internationally. These are the lists. Overall, as a overall accomplishment says that we are moving in multi-direction, right? We are doing technology development, we are doing startup, promoting startup ecosystem, we are up for international collaborations. We are up for different challenges, national level and international competitions. So it is my appeal to all of you that if, again, I will say that if you have got any such kind of plan or scheme or a theme or a technology development program with which we can collaborate, feel free to reach out to us. We have got a foolproof, well-placed office for this IDAPT hub activities. For any good idea, IDAPT Hub Foundation always gets ready to accept that one. So with this, I would like to, thank you all for visiting city of Varanasi. Thank you all for visiting IIT BHU in the morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor R.K. Singh, for such a valuable information. Now I'm inviting Professor Shyam Kamal with his team of students for demonstration of their research projects.
और HDMI लगेगा चार्जर का उस साइड है ये पकड़ना
Hello. Yeah. So, hello everyone. I am Harsh Meshka from Electrical Department, Part 4, and I am here with my team consisting of Vaishnavi Gupta, Naman Khetan, and Devin Mishra, and we are here with our multi-purpose outdoor bot, or Artemis. So what was the idea behind Artemis? So the idea behind Artemis was simple. When I went to market and saw the household bots that are normally available, like mostly they are house cleaning bots, and they are 50,000-60,000 rupees, which is not that worth it for a middle-class Indian family. So, and the cost of any robot is mostly its hardware. So I thought without increasing hardware, can we increase some features in the bot that would make it more useful for average middle class Indian household? So this is what we came up with. The idea was to implement, without increasing the cost of hardware, implement small features in the bot which could potentially be very useful in a day-to-day daily life of Indian middle class. So what were the features that we are majorly focusing on are first cleaning. You must have seen Zumbas in your market and all. So it would do exactly what a Zumba does. It would clean your house autonomously whenever you want at night or whatever. You don't need to do any other things. But other things that it provides, other than Zumba, at the same cost is surveillance. When you are not at home, it would surveillance your home, give you a live footage of your home, and also it has motion detection sensors, and it has machine learning algorithms which would detect any unknown human or any new motion detection that can happen. So next is security, and most important is baby care. So for suppose you are a modern family and both the parents are working, so there's no one to take care of the baby. So there comes our bot, baby care, baby monitoring features, in which the bot would always follow the baby around the home and give you the live footage of the baby. And not only just that, it would use machine learning algorithms to detect possible threats around the baby. Suppose baby is in a perimeter of a knife or staircase, or it's within some unknown person that it should not be, then it would trigger some alarm. So it would also give you live footage and also potentially keep the baby safe by alerting you from any threats. So the hardware design, our focus was to keep it compact, and the machine learning algorithm should not affect the cleaning stuff. So we had our designs in CAD, and this were our designs. As you can see, we did multiple simulations before going to the hardware. Now, then we built the first prototype of the bot. Just to give you an overall view of the bot is here, just to give you the overview of idea how tough works. So first you give command from your phone. I'll just show you the phone app in a few minutes. It goes to Jetson Nano. Jetson Nano is kind of the CPU, the brain of the system. It processes the command. Suppose you tell it to go to somewhere, it processes the command. It solves it in velocities, and that velocity is given to the STM32 controller. The STM32 again use the controllers like PID controllers to change the velocity into voltages, and that voltage is then given to motor driver, and from motor driver it goes to motors. So this is a basic flow how the bot works. Now moving on to some demonstrations as promised. So the first demonstration that we are showing you is about baby monitoring, the feature that I just told you. So obviously we can't bring a baby on stage through this security. So for now, just assume that my friend here, Vaishnavi, is a baby. We have already fed her data into the system, and we have also fed our data to the system. One second, I'll just start. So as you can see, the bot is looking at Vaishnavi already. Now I'll just run the algorithms. So, yeah. So now bot will detect Vaishnavi. So, yeah. As you can see, the bot has already detected Vaishnavi, baby is alone. So it has detected that baby is in the frame and it is alone. Now suppose I am a known family member. Now suppose I go into the frame. So it shows that baby, I am with a known person. So it is not a problem. Now suppose an unknown person, our friend Naman, gets into the frame very close to baby. Then what happens? It triggers an alert that baby is with an unknown person. So you can also have potentially blacklisted persons and all. So this is how it would keep your baby safe. So this was first demonstration. The next demonstration that I am here to show is autonomous navigation. So you must have heard about self-driving cars, Teslas and all. Basically, the technology they use is autonomous navigation, in which it navigates autonomously navigate from one point to another through various obstacles on its own. So here we have set up a kitchen. Obviously, again, we could not bring appliances and all. So we have set up a demo kitchen here. So as you can see, like we have just pasted the images of various kitchen appliances on the on boxes to just give a feel of the kitchen to bot. Now the bot will autonomously navigate in this kitchen from one point to another. The idea is that you can give it command from phone to go from one place to another in your house, or it can, when it's cleaning, suppose it wants to clean the kitchen, then it would automatically go to the kitchen and clean it at a particular time. So I'll just start. So first, when you bring So first, when you bring the bot, for suppose at your home, so it would autonomously map the whole house, basically. It would autonomously map the whole house and make a map of your house through which it would navigate later. So I'll just show you the mapping. So here, the bot is already making a map. It would autonomously map the whole house. As you can see, it would move around, and as you can see, the map is already being built. It would move around and basically build the whole map. But we don't have that much time, so we have already built a map of this arena a few hours ago to show you the navigation features. So this here is a small map that we already built a few hours ago. You can see like this boxes as potential like this obstacles that we have already built. Just 1 second. So yeah, so the map is already been done. Now the app we have built over here. I'll just show you the app. So this is the app that we have built over here, and I'll just give the command of the I'll just give the command in the app for the bot to go to washing machine, and the bot will automatically go to the stool in which the picture of the washing machine is pasted. So, yeah, go to washing machine. I think there's a network error. 1 minute. So 1 second. Let me retry it. Go to washing machine. Okay. Yes, sure. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Yeah. Sir, 1 second. मैं पता चल एक सेकंड सर 1 सेकंड बस 1 second just sorry 1 second just I forgot to start a node 1 second just it would work now ideally yes go to washing machine network issue. Sorry for the delay. There was some network issue. There was some interference in the Wi-Fi. That's why it was taking some time. So that's all. This was our demonstration. We are further working on like making 3D models for this and like 3D printing better designs, more compact designs, and also using machine learning algorithms to better the part planning. So this was us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
That was quite a fulfilling presentation, I believe. Thank you so much for your demonstration. Now I would like to invite Tapasya ji to take over the stage.
Well, thank you, Apurva ji. So, ladies and gentlemen, artificial intelligence, machine learning. This is so heartening to see our students performing and presenting these kind of things. Can we have a huge round of applause for our speakers, our professors, for their session, for their presentation. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, India is known for its vast and vibrant cultural heritage, traditions, various art forms, cuisine, and also beautiful people. But above all, India is known for its diversity. Unity in diversity is our spirit. It's a pillar of our strength, and it's a driving force behind our growth. Ladies and gentlemen, music and dance are an integral part of our rich culture, our traditions, festivals, and celebrations. And in fact, we are celebrating your visit to India. So we now present to you a glimpse of our diverse culture. And I will once again invite Vinodji to take it forward.
Now I welcome students of IIT BHU to perform Odissi and Garba back to back. Please welcome.
मेलडी माड़ी आज रमती आवे
How are you liking the performances? Well, truly, all the performances were done very beautifully. Well, India is a land of stories.
Well, talking about stories, Apurva, I recollect a beautiful story behind our institute. We all know Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji was the mastermind behind this ever-springing tree. There is a beautiful story as to how this institute has started. Well, when he wanted a piece of land to build his vision, I have heard that the king of Banaras had offered him that he could take as much land as he could walk in a single day. Can you believe it? That man, his dedication and determination had managed him to get as much as 11 villages, 70,000 trees, 100 pakka wells, 20 kacha wells, a temple and a dharmashala. What a visionary.
Truly, Mahamanaji was a visionary. He worked tirelessly day and night to gather funds for the establishment of our college.
Well, I think we have
A bit more time to discuss and interact with you all. So how are you finding India?
Well, since we have some time, let us talk something about the rich culture of India. From west to east and from north to south, India is known for its various dance forms and extravagant culture. In the west, we have Garba, which you have seen just now. It is associated with the festival Navaratri that celebrates and worships goddess Durga for 9 long days.
And in the east, we have Odissi, which has been carved in the walls of the ancient temples of Odisha. This dance form, it narrates the mythology behind the several gods and goddesses.
Now, let me announce all the performances because they are going to happen back to back. We have Hey Jude by the Beatles, and we have Terejia Hor Disida, a semi-classical song. And then we have Kuchipudi, another classical dance of India.
Then we have Bharatnatyam, which is another classical dance form of India. Then we have Kathak. Then we have Bhangra.
Is the setup done? Is the setup done? Is it done?
Is it done? Setup is done? Bas bool to khalas.
They are not looking at us. Is this? क्या बोले?
Next we have is Fir Se Ur Chala. And finally, we'll have a patriotic rhythm, E Watan Mere Abad Rahe Tu. Okay. Now we are going to start with the first performance.
So, hello everyone. We'll just do a short sound check for 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello.
बात करो ना ओके ओके यू शट मारता हुआ ये ले लो किसका बंद कर देना इसको किसका है
check, check. Hello. Started. The sound check in 3, 2, 1. Hello. Hello. Can we start the sound check?
check.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hope you liked the previous performance. Now we are going to have a very famous song, Tere Jiya Hor Dista. It is a song composed and sung by the legendary singer Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, a product where devotion commingles with art and passion. So, do you know about ghazals and qawwali? Anyone? Well, that's not an issue. I'm pretty sure that after visiting India, you'll also get into the streamline of ghazals and qawwali. Well, who knows about K-pop? Come on, guys. I'm pretty sure you all know about K-pop. That's true. I need more clappings. Show me energy. That's great. It has become a sensation in today's world. I mean, should I say the name or will you shout out the name? BTS? Okay. I expected more enthusiasm about that. Well, music has its own roots, own taste. Music cannot be defined in one word. What do you say? It's the language of the soul. Do you agree? Yes, indeed. And I think music is something which we love irrespective of the languages. Do you feel so? Because I personally love Korean songs. That's why. And I can say I'm a half Swiftie also. Any Taylor Swift reference? Great. Well, qawwali is also one of those genres where you're going to be a fan of some of the other singers. So this one is by Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, as I already told. And I'm pretty sure that you're going to love this one. They're setting up. It takes time for the setup. But it's okay. We'll interact with each other. How did you find Garba and Odissi? Garba is actually a Gujarati folk dance. And Odissi? Okay. I see more enthusiasm. And Odissi is a dance form which is performed in the East. Similarly, we are going to have more such kind of art forms like Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi, Bhangra, and I can promise you that Bhangra is going to rock you all.
Hello. Guys, we'll be doing sound check. Acoustic guitar. Acoustic guitar only. Electric. Synth. Shivansh. Volume up.
The setup is giving me the vibes of a very rocking performance. Are you excited?
Volume up.
Now that's some good beats. How many of you like playing guitar? Any guitarists in our audience? I see one hand, but I'm pretty sure there must be more talents here.
Gain check. Hello. Hello.
here currently.
Sound check. Guys. Hello. Shivansh. Instrumental harmony. Sound check one. Instrumental harmony.
performance.
Okay.
Why don't you all give a huge round of applause for them?
Start. Okay. So, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay. Okay, so we are going to start our performance. We are going to perform Tere Jiya Ho Disda by Nescafe Basement, sung by Zishan Ali. तेरे कदमां च रख दे असावा नी तेरे जिया होर दिसदा नी तेरे जिया होर दिसदा जा हुण तक नहीं आरावा छेती आजा हुण तक नहीं आरावा नी तेरे जिया होर दिसदा नी तेरे जिया होर दिसदा Ni sa sa ni sa sa ni sa ga sa pa ga ma re sa dha ni re sa sa sa. Sa da da ni ga ga ma re ga sa ma pa da da ni sa ma pa da da ni sa ma pa da ni sa. Ni sa sa ga ga ma pa ga ma da da ni sa. Sa ni sa da ni pa da ma pa ga ma re ga sa sa. Sa re ga ma sa ni pa ga ma re sa dha ni re sa. Sa re ga ma sa ni pa ga ma re sa dha ni re sa. Sa re ga ma sa ni pa ga ma re sa dha ni re sa. Ga pa da ni sa 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 ga pa da ni sa. तू मेरा मैं तेरी होई तेरे जिया मैनू दे सदा नी कोई. तू मेरा मैं तेरी होई तेरे जिया मैनू दे सदा नी कोई. तेरी रावा विच ओ तेरी रावा विच ओ तेरी रावा विच ओ तेरी रावा विच अखियां विचावा. तेरी रावा विच अखियां विचावा.
That was a wonderful performance done by the IMC. Now we are going to have our last segment of back-to-back dance performances. So sit back and enjoy.
जिंद मेरी जागे, धड़कन से तेज दौड़ूं सपनों से आगे। अब जो लुट जाए ये जहां, छूट जाए संग प्यार रहे, मैं रहूं ना रहूं। सजदा तेरा सजदा, दिन रैन करूं ना चैन करूं। सजदा तेरा सजदा, रखवार करूं मेरी जान करूं। अब जो लुट जाए ये जहां, छूट जाए संग प्यार रहे, मैं रहूं ना रहूं। सजदा तेरा सजदा, मैं तेरा सजदा, दिन रैन करूं ना चैन करूं। सजदा तेरा सजदा, मैं तेरा सजदा, रखवार करूं मेरी जान करूं।
ਕਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰੋਂ ਚੋਬਰਾ ਸਵਾਇਆ ਕੁੜਤਾ ਵੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਾਵੀਂ ਦੱਸ ਕੇ, ਗਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੈਂਠੇ ਕਨੇ ਕੱਸ ਕੇ। ਚੰਨ ਜਿਹੇ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਬਈ ਪਾਉਣ ਭੰਗੜੇ ਤੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹਿਣੇ ਆਸ਼ਕੇ, ਚੰਨ ਜਿਹੇ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਬਈ ਪਾਉਣ ਭੰਗੜੇ ਤੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹਿਣੇ ਆਸ਼ਕੇ। ਰੌਣਕ ਹੋ ਜੂ ਘਟ ਵੇ, ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ। ਹੋ ਰੌਣਕ ਹੋ ਜੂ ਘਟ ਵੇ, ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ। ਮੱਲਾ ਕੱਢ ਕੁੜਤੇ ਦੇ ਵੱਟ ਵੇ, ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ। ਆਲੇ ਫੜ ਕੁੰਜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸਾਂਭ ਲੈ ਤਿਜੋਰੀਆਂ, ਆਲੇ ਫੜ ਕੁੰਜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸਾਂਭ ਲੈ ਤਿਜੋਰੀਆਂ। ਖਸਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਂਦਾ ਈ ਤੇਰਾ ਘਰ ਵੇ, ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ।
That's all for today, guys. We came flying, we danced, and we made mistakes, but then we learned. Now I have nothing on my paper, so I hand over the podium to Tapasya ma'am.
Thank you, Vinodji. So, ladies and gentlemen, colorful, vibrant costumes and attires, and variety of dance performances. How was that? Thank you so much. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, with this, we sum up our today's session, the Y20 Cultural Meet. On behalf of Department of Youth Affairs, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India, Y20 Secretariat, and Indian Institute of Technology, Banaras Hindu University, I thank you all for being part of the Y20 Cultural Meet. Pleasure. Thank you. And please do join us for the group lunch. And post-lunch, we have excursion to Sarnath lined up for you. So kindly join in to explore Varanasi. For now, thank you so very much. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.